documentary titled Peter Tosh, Steppin, Voice of the Rebel, opening scene archival footage, black and white clips of Kingston streets in the 1960s, young men with guitars, vinyl records spinning, ganja smoke curling in the air, narrator voiceover, in the heat of Kingston, Jamaica, amid the struggle of poverty, oppression and uprising music. A rebel rose sharp, fearless and prophetic. His name was Peter Tosh. To some, he was the militant voice of reggae. To others, a misunderstood prophet. But to all, he was the Steppin, a man who refused to bow. Chapter 1, Roots of a Rebel. Scene, Grange Hill, Jamaica archival photos. Narrator, born Winston Hubert McIntosh on October 19, 1944, in the rural town of Grange Hill, Westmoreland. Peter Tosh was raised by an aunt after being abandoned by his parents. Like many young Jamaicans, he grew up in hardship, but his voice, his mind, and his convictions would become weapons of resistance. Cut to interview with reggae historian. He was tall, strong, and brilliant, but Peter wasn't just about music, he was about justice. He read widely, understood politics, and believed in equality no matter the cost. Found photos and rare footage. Narrator. In the 1960s, Tosh met two young musicians, Robert Nesta Marley and Neville Bunny Livingston. Together they formed the Wailers at Studio One under Cox and Dodd. The trio fused ska, rocksteady, and their Rastafarian faith into a powerful sound. Clips, Simmer Down, early Wailers performances. Narrator. But Tosh was never content with entertainment alone. As the Wailers gained fame, Tosh pushed reggae toward a more revolutionary edge, calling out Babylon, colonialism, and spiritual enslavement.
Chapter 3, Breaking Chains, Solo Career, Scene, 1974, press photo of Peter Tosh after leaving the Wailers. Narrator. In 1974, creative tensions and differing philosophies led Tosh to leave the Wailers. While Bob Marley leaned toward unifying global messages, Tosh remained uncompromisingly militant. He launched his solo career with the album Legalize It, a bold cry for marijuana decriminalization and human rights. Clips, Legalize It music video. Live performance excerpts, Tosh in interview archival. Herb is the healing of the nation. Babylon don't want us to know that. That's why them fight it so hard. Chapter 4, The Steppin Scene, 1977 to 1981. World tours, clash with authority. Narrator. Tosh's next album's Equal Rights. Bush Doctor, Mystic Man burned with rage and truth. Songs like Equal Rights and Fight Apartheid weren't just music, they were war cries against global injustice. Montage, anti-apartheid protests. Images of Zimbabwe, South African resistance. Narrator. While many musicians sought record sales, Tosh demanded revolutions. He was banned, beaten by police, and targeted by governments. But he never flinched. Archival clip. 1978 One Love Peace concert. Tosh stands before the Jamaican Prime Minister and opposition leader, lighting a spliff on stage and accusing them of corruption to their faces. Narrator. Few dared to do what Tosh did that night. He called out Babylon from the lion's mouth, and it cost him. Chapter 5, Martyr for the Message. Scene, 1987. A somber tone. Photos fade to black. Narrator. On September 11, 1987, tragedy struck. Peter Tosh was murdered in his home in Kingston during a robbery gone wrong. The reggae world was shaken. A voice of power, silenced. Clip, funeral procession, interviews with fans. Rasta's crying interview. Contemporary. He was the truth, pure truth. That's why Babylon feared him. Chapter 6, Legacy Lives on. Narrator. Today, Peter Tosh's words still ring louder than ever in protests, in Ganya activism, in every reggae rhythm that stands up to oppression. He wasn't just a musician, he was a revolutionary, a warrior, a prophet. Scene, Peter Tosh Museum in Kingston. Tosh's guitar enshrined. Narrator. He taught us to walk tall, speak truth, and never back down. As he once said, everyone is crying out for peace, but nobody is crying out for justice. Tosh cried for both, and the world is still listening. Closing scene, performance montage. Clips of Peter Tosh performing Equal Rights. Legalize It, Steppin. Narrator. Final words. Peter Tosh, The Steppin razor who cut through silence with sound. Rebel, visionary, immortal. Soundtrack suggestions. Legalize the equal rights Steppin razor down presser man get up. Stand up Whalers version.